"I hate you." These were the words Tommy Smith, Liverpool's legendary defender, used to describe his feelings toward his own teammate, Emlyn Hughes. But behind this shocking hatred lies a story far more complex than simple rivalry. Emlyn Walter Hughes wasn't just any footballer. He was Crazy Horse, the captain who led Liverpool through their golden era, amassing 4 league titles, 2 European Cups, 2 UEFA Cups, and an FA Cup. Born in Barrow-in-Furness, Hughes made a pivotal choice early in life, choosing football over rugby league like his father Fred. This decision would take him from 28 appearances at Blackpool to becoming one of England's most celebrated players. In February 1967, Bill Shankly signed Hughes for Liverpool for £65,000. Shankly's excitement was prophetic, famously telling a policeman, "You know who I've got in the back of this car, son?" The future Liverpool and England captain. Hughes's versatility was immediately apparent. Comfortable in midfield, at left back, or in central defence, his all-action style earned him the nickname Crazy Horse after a particularly robust tackle on a Newcastle United winger. Hughes's professional rise culminated in 1973 when he was made Liverpool captain. This appointment would prove to be both his greatest triumph and the source of his deepest conflicts. He recorded 665 appearances for Liverpool, scoring 49 goals and collecting trophy after trophy. His adaptability and sheer tenacity were valuable assets during a period of squad transition at Anfield. His contributions were recognised individually with the Football Writers Association Footballer of the Year award in 1977. The silverware collection was remarkable. 4 league titles, 2 European Cups, 2 UEFA Cups, and an FA Cup, cementing his place in club folklore. On the international stage, he earned 62 caps for England between 1969 and 1980, captaining the national team on 23 occasions and participating in the 1970 World Cup finals and 1980 European Championship finals. This remarkable public record, filled with immense achievement and professional acclaim, stands as testament to his on-field greatness. It was this image of the decorated champion, the captain marvel of a dominant Liverpool side, that served as the foundation for understanding the more contentious aspects of his personal life. But beneath this glittering success lay deep personal conflicts. The central point of contention was Hughes's enduring feud with Tommy Smith. This animosity, which was deep and personal, began with an alleged incident that occurred 18 months before Hughes became captain. Smith claims Hughes told him that several Arsenal players were willing to throw a match for £50 a man. Smith felt Hughes might have been trying to set him up, and this created profound distrust that cemented their mutual dislike. The situation exploded in 1973 when Hughes was given the captaincy following a falling out between Smith and Bill Shankly. For Tommy Smith, who had been at the club far longer, this was devastating. He later reflected, "It was my club. I'd been there a damn sight longer than him," expressing his frustration at allowing a two-faced little so-and-so to spoil his footballing life. If you're finding this story as fascinating as we are, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We want to know what you think about this complex relationship between teammates. Comment below about whether you believe personal conflicts can coexist with professional success, or if you think Smith's hatred was justified. Bob Paisley was acutely aware of the dynamic, stating that some of Emlyn's teammates weren't that fond of him, and one of them, Tommy Smith, absolutely hated him. The two men, despite playing side by side for the club, never spoke to each other off the pitch. The hatred wasn't limited to Smith. Peter Osgood from Chelsea recounted that everyone hated Emlyn, by the way, and described a memorable moment when Smith sprinted past his own teammate to shake hands with Chelsea's Chopper Harris after he tackled Hughes, telling him, "I could get to like you, Harris." Online comments from former players and fans echo this sentiment, with some noting that Hughes wasn't very popular at all and could be seen as not the most genuine of guys. This widespread personal friction reveals a crucial paradox in Hughes's character and leadership style. The dislike extended beyond the dressing room, creating a pattern of interpersonal conflict that followed him throughout his career. Despite this personal animosity, both men displayed remarkable professional conduct. The warring and mutual loathing that existed off the pitch never compromised their performance for the team. They were consummate professionals on the pitch, never allowing personal feelings to affect their game. This adherence to professional conduct was a hallmark of the Shankly and Paisley eras and a critical element in understanding the club's success. Hughes was described by Bob Paisley as someone who always wanted to be the king of the roost and wanted to be a charge hand. This framed Hughes's ambition not just as desire for success, but as a deep-seated need for control and status. From this perspective, the alleged incident and subsequent captaincy change are symptomatic of a personality perceived as self-serving and single-minded. For Smith, a guardian of the club's traditional values, this ambition may have been seen as betrayal, a prioritization of personal success over collective old guard values. Yet Hughes was undeniably effective as a leader. He was a bubbly character who motivated his teammates by his own example, known for being first out onto the training ground and last to come in. This results-oriented professional dedication commanded immense respect and produced unparalleled success, even if it didn't generate personal affection off the pitch. The existence of professional admiration alongside personal disdain reveals the most profound aspect of his legacy, showing a figure who could inspire greatness while simultaneously creating personal friction. Hughes himself acknowledged his complex relationship with Smith. In a glowing tribute in his autobiography, he expressed profound admiration and respect for Smith as a captain, even if he didn't get along with him as a person. This demonstrates the sophisticated understanding both men had of separating personal feelings from professional duty. Following his retirement in 1984, Hughes embarked on a successful media career. He transitioned from footballing legend to beloved national icon, becoming team captain on the popular BBC quiz show A Question of Sport. His infectious enthusiasm and bubbly character were perfectly suited for television. He was happiest when he had an audience and was in the limelight. This television persona was masterful rebranding that likely overshadowed the contentious aspects of his footballing life for an entire generation who knew him more for his quick wit than his on-field clashes. The universally cheerful and affable persona he cultivated on screen allowed Hughes to solidify a positive legacy that extended far beyond the confines of the football pitch. This move to television was a critical moment in shaping his lasting legacy, transforming him from controversial footballer to beloved entertainer. But Hughes's story took a tragic turn in 2003. The first sign of trouble appeared when he collapsed sideways while chatting with his family at Newmarket races. After a second similar incident 3 weeks later when he fell off his bike, he was sent for an MRI scan, which revealed a devastating brain tumour diagnosis. He underwent surgery in August 2003 and subsequently received chemotherapy and radiotherapy. Despite the bleak prognosis, Hughes's fighting spirit, so evident on the football pitch, was on full display in his personal battle. When informed his chances of survival were 1 in 10,000, his defiant response was, "Oh right, well, I'll be the second person to survive then." His agent confirmed Hughes was a man who doesn't want a fuss and just wants to get on with it, noting he was back doing after-dinner gigs only, weeks after he'd come out of hospital. Hughes never complained or asked why me. His main goal was attending the 2003 Rugby World Cup in Australia with his family, which he achieved. In February 2004, he walked his daughter Emma down the aisle at her wedding, showing remarkable determination despite his deteriorating condition. The courage Hughes displayed during his final battle was perhaps his greatest performance. His determination to maintain dignity and continue working despite his illness demonstrated the same relentless spirit that had defined his playing career. This final chapter of his life revealed the true character beneath the controversies. Emlyn Hughes passed away in November 2004 at the age 57. His wife Barbara and their children Emma and Emlyn Jr. have since devoted themselves to brain tumour research, transforming their grief into a powerful public campaign in his memory. The attendance at his funeral by hundreds of mourners, including football legends Kevin Keegan, Kenny Dalglish and John Toshack, served as a final statement on his standing in the football community. John Toshack's eulogy provided powerful validation of his professional dedication, describing him as a bubbly character who motivated his teammates by his own example, and a man who was first out onto the training ground and last to come in. Hughes's life illustrates the powerful duality of public image and private reality. His career is a compelling example of how professional legacy can be built on success that coexists with personal complications. He was not a simple figure. His on-field leadership, forged in a culture of winning at all costs, commanded immense professional respect, but didn't always result in personal popularity. He was a crazy horse who galloped from rejection in Barrow to the highest levels of European glory, leaving behind an indelible mark on British sport that remains both significant and remarkably complex.